what's this? A Mary Sue article. Okay. This is interesting. I love the Mary Sue articles because I get to use the writing crop. Oh yeah. And you know why I love the Mary Sue article so much? Because I love getting to correct and basically be superior to a lot of these hypocritical, childish, temper tantrum throwing, crybaby, well, they're more like crybully writers, like the writers over at the Mary Sue. They tend to write their articles the way a 12-year-old speaks. The whole, and I'm not okay with that sort of mentality, right? And you said nothing, Ewan. He's not listening to you, Rachel. Seriously, sweetie. He's not listening to you, no matter how much you ship him with whoever else you're shipping him with. I don't know, who do they ship Obi-Wan with? Tell me in the comments who they ship Obi-Wan with. Mary Sue, you know, I gotta do really quickly though here what William Shatner has said about the Mary Sue, and I keep saying this all the time. Also, hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy. The Mary Sue, according to William Shatner, is a feminist site where at least at one point had all the women working for free. But the head of the site, a male, was the only one being paid. Laughy face emoji. The hypocrisy of it all was absolutely hysterical. If anything, they are one of the reasons misandry exists. Shruggy emoji and sort of is that an eye roll or is that a... Oh, yes, yeah, because somebody had tweeted to him about a Mary Sue article here, and of course I respond with, well, they're more about male bashing than actual feminism, which is a bunch of sexist to me. That's all they are, and of course where the misandry started, so it was redundant, but you know. Ewan McGregor knew nothing about the Obi-Wan series for 4 years and said nothing. Well, of course, he's not, it's called Hollywood contracts. He's a big name movie star. They gotta seal him. He's probably scheduled out for the next 10 years, give or take, on some project, at least 5 years. You gotta schedule these people years and years in advance, especially when they're big name movie stars. He probably only signed on for 3 movies originally, right? That's the extent of his thing. And then he's probably got the next 2 films in the can that he's already filmed. I mean, you know, Birds of Prey is probably done, mostly finished being filmed, right? So he's in that one. Dr. Sleep has been done for about a year probably. He's over in that. You know these people are busy. Rachel, you temper tantrum throwing little girl. They're little girls, these people at Mary Sue. I'm a patient person, or I'd like to think I am, but the knowledge that Lucasfilm has been toying with the idea of an Obi-Wan Kenobi standalone story for the last 4 years, and Ewan McGregor knew about it, is the straw that broke the proverbial camel's back. Oh, that's what did it for you. That he knew about it for 4 years and he couldn't say anything. That's what you're upset about. You're not upset that, you know, they turned Luke Skywalker into a booby milk drinking buffoon, bested by a little girl who's had absolutely no training. You don't care that, well, she's probably all for it because he's an old white dude, right? He's one of those old white dudes. I got another video coming about that. Hopefully I can figure out how to run it past YouTube's yellow zone. Run it past the yellow zone. God, that sounds like sports ball. Let's have a chat. Yeah, let's have a chat. Rachel, come into my office. You're in the presence of Queen Mecha of the Fandom Menace. Thank you very much. You do not get to write like a little girl and not have me call you out on it. Who do you think you are? Let's have a chat. You don't get to decide how actors release information they're contractually obligated to keep quiet. Rachel Leischman, you don't get to do that. Since the dawning of Ewan McGregor's Jedi robes in the Star Wars prequels, we've longed for a movie series where McGregor brought Kenobi to life once more. Yeah, he was like the best part of the prequels. I'll agree with her there. The prequels gave us one good thing, and it was McGregor's take on the iconic character. Oh, only one good thing. See, I'm surprised you weren't all over the prequels because, I guess there wasn't enough Reylo in there for you, probably. And thus we sat and hoped and prayed, and McGregor always seemed very down to reprise the role, though maybe not quite as much as the rest of us wanted it, or so it seemed. Then in the last few years, he seemed to have lost hope, and thus our prayers dwindled. Well, in the last few years, you've got to remember what else they've been cramming out. They want movies and all these things. They were probably trying to figure out whether he was going to do a movie or a TV series for Disney Plus. And here's the other news that they probably didn't even bother with in this article, that they are all in on Disney Plus. That is where they're focusing. They're just wrapping up and crapping out Star Wars as quickly as they can get it out, right? Because it is to Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm. It is like the old grandparent in the nursing home that isn't worth taking care of anymore. Everything's all about new. Everything's all about streaming now because theaters are going bye-bye, right? The only things that really are huge actual draws are the Marvel movies. So Star Wars movies flopped hard. At least Solo did. And you know darn well Last Jedi underperformed. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be an interesting ride. Let's just say that. I will not be surprised if it underperforms, however, because of the way they've been treating the movies. They want to get them out and done and over with. Kathleen Kennedy herself refers to them as it. But no, they probably didn't know which direction and which one would be more economically viable for them, which one would be cheaper to do, which one would cost them less money to produce and get more value for their dollar, right? That's the thing. Get more longevity. Put it on the streaming service, and more people are tempted to pay $10 a month for their streaming service. That's $120 or however much, a year, give or take. I don't remember. I think it's 10 to 12, something like that. Let's just say it's about $100 a year instead of 2 movies at $18 a ticket. Makes financial sense. I mean, obviously the Obi-Wan series isn't going to last the entire run of the year, but the Mandalorian will be there, and the Cassian and what the crap's his name? Cassian Andor series. I don't remember his crapping name. The Rogue One with Diego Luna, that one. You're gonna have a Star Wars something on streaming at all times, and this is the same business model they're doing over with Star Trek. They just want constant crap to throw on their streamers. That is until Disney's E3 Fan Expo this year, when McGregor took the stage and all our hopes were answered. Or they could have been answered 4 years ago, when these talks apparently began, according to IndieWire and Kathleen Kennedy. This has been a topic at Disney the entire rumor-packed time. And better yet, Ewan McGregor knew about it. Oh. Talking with Men's Journal, McGregor unloaded information about the show, and I want to be excited, but I'm still mad that he knew. Oh. He knew, and he didn't tell me because I'm a princess, Princess Rachel Leishman of the Mary Sue, and I'm 12 years old, and I'm entitled to know. You know, maybe you're an investigative journalist, right? You're a journalist. You could have done some research into this, right? You could have taken all these rumors that we're hearing as maybe they're in talks right now. Maybe they're negotiating. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we won't. You could have done your job as a journalist, Rachel Leishman. It's a fucking massive relief because for years I've been having to lie to people about it. Oh, she's quoting him. Never mind. It's a fucking massive relief because for years I've been having to lie to people about it. I'm so used to mocking her, getting in the mocking voice when I start reading. McGregor went on to talk about where the series will find Obi-Wan and why it was interesting for him to explore the character again. It'll be interesting to take the character where we know. So yeah, it's dealing with the fact that all the Jedi were slaughtered in the end of episode 3. It's something to get over. Well, yeah. So we're gonna see that little gap that you probably haven't seen, and I'm not an animated series sort of kind of person, so I don't know what they covered, but I know he was in it, so you guys know too. So here's what we know from the statement: the series does take place after the prequels. Well, obviously because he's older, it has to. Something we assume but never confirmed, and this means that we could possibly see a young Luke Skywalker growing up, since Ben Kenobi did live on Tatooine and watch over him. What's even better is that Kathleen Kennedy added the series. It's not completely written. Oh sure. So here we go. It's completely written. Hopefully they're gonna have some sort of cohesive story. Maybe they learned something from the sequel trilogy. God, I hope so. I hope they learned something from the sequel trilogy. You can't just hire three different people to make 3 movies in 6 years, all connected, having to tie into other movies and 2 TV series, and get them done in 6 years without having any fan interactions and without knowing what the other people are doing, or having the carte blanche to just throw everything else away like Rian Johnson did. Just chuck it over his shoulder. Just like Luke's lightsaber, and that, yeah. My chair's taller than I figured. It's okay, because I still need this. It's a good thing it didn't go all the way over my shoulder. I guess in my anger, I can understand why the hell you would give us a hint of what's happening. Because if Star Wars fans wanted anything other than revitalization of Star Wars, it's a standalone Obi-Wan series or film. I don't know at this point. I just want Ewoks and Porgs and the cute things at this point. Just give me some Ewoks. Make sure they're not dead and slaughtered. I'll be happy, because I have no hope for this new movie at all. At all. So now that it's coming, the knowledge that we've been subsisting on rumors for 4 years for no reason is frustrating. No, it's not for 4 years. With no reason. For no reason is because they didn't want to, because they knew they had this thing maybe in the works. They were still hashing out the deals of their streaming service, and they had to see the aftermath of Force Awakens, Last Jedi. Right. I really believe, this is a gut instinct of mine, that if Last Jedi did better, and if this one does gangbusters, I think they'll be regretting not taking Obi-Wan for a movie. But I think if Last Jedi had done better, they probably would have been talking movie. I think that is the difference there. They just didn't know which direction they were going because of the streaming service. They didn't know. The streaming service probably has been in the works for a couple of years as well. At the same time, along the same, in the same, they probably didn't have a whole lot of things to do with each other, but they still were kind of like, okay, I'm aware this other thing is going on. I'm aware the streaming service might be a thing, so we've got to kind of negotiate back and forth and lock down which thing we do. So there's a lot of variables in this. That's why they couldn't just rush out and release it. Oh, this woman. The Mary Sue has a strict comment policy that forbids, and not limited to, personal insults towards anyone, hate speech, and trolling. That's all you are, is hate speech and trolling. Like, most of their articles are, white men suck, rich old white dudes suck, and here's why. Here's why we hate rich old white dudes. Here's why white dudes suck. Here's why you suck and you're a sexist and you're a racist. That's 90% of their articles. So tell me what you guys think. I am floored at the audacity of this woman for thinking that she has the right to throw a temper tantrum over this. But, then again, I could have grabbed this article from anywhere else. But, of course, then I wouldn't have been able to use the William Shatner quote from, this is just a few days ago, wasn't it? Or no, maybe it wasn't a few days ago. This looks like it's an old one from a while back somebody had sent me. I am Mecha Random 42, and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!